All right, guys, welcome back to the 310 podcast. I'm Travis Booth, accompanied by
Michael Conlon.
And David.
boys. Wednesday, hump day. How's the start of the week? How we doing?
Mate,
Let's check in.
it's midweek, but, we're doing all right.
Nah, it's been a good week.
I'm doing
Good
all
week.
right,
Good
yeah.
week. Got
Halfway
exciting
there.
news.
Can't complain, really.
Boys, you know what I just realised?
Yeah.
We're all wearing white hoodies.
Except you,
This is
Dave.
great,
You're
mate.
wearing grey, but that's
Yeah, but
okay.
maybe to the viewers it'll look white with our low budget camera and everything we got going on here.
Yeah.
But,
Yes.
boys,
No, it's been a good
It's
week.
just fresh stuff.
look, this is our first episode, first podcast. The viewers don't know who we are. Let's delve into that a little bit.
Yep.
Dave, we met first. How'd we meet?
Grade 6, high school, just an orientation day. I met you, yeah. Heard about you a little bit.
Yeah.
But, I officially met you. And rest is history, went to school together, graduated together. Yeah.
First impression, Travis Booth, what was it?
It was good. Like, I had a feeling you'd be cool. I was right. You had a good step. You were good at sport, and just clicked. It's a good start.
If you want to be Dave's friend, you got to, check all that criteria.
Only friends with athletes. Mike. So for the viewers, their last names both Colin. They're brothers. You can play tell by the physical appearance as well. Mike, how old are you?
18.
Oh, Dave, we forgot. How old are you,
18.
Dave?
I'm 20.
Yes, sir.
20, 18. These
I'm
guys,
also 20, just in
Travis
case.
is 20. 2 years ahead of me. But yeah, 18, they're 20. How did we meet, Trav?
It's a great question. Well, obviously I was friends with Dave, same school, same class.
How'd you meet Mike?
How did I actually meet
First
Mike?
encounter with me. Do you even remember it?
Probably not.
How'd it
to be
go
honest.
down?
Mike would have been in primary
It
school.
was a while ago.
I would have.
Honestly.
Yeah, look. I
I'm
can
curious.
tell you.
I'm genuinely curious.
I feel like
it was just one of those days where you're walking by, and then obviously you being friends with him, coming home and being like, I'm friends with this guy Travis or whatever.
Yeah.
Just that kind of
Did
stuff.
you know Clayton?
No, I
No,
don't think
not
I knew.
yet.
I don't, so
his
I knew-
boy crush hadn't started just yet.
I don't think I know who he was until grade 7 when he was graduating in high school.
I knew
So,
Clayton. I knew Clayton in grade 6.
Why is
Lucky
that?
man.
Sorry?
How?
When you'd walk down from like the top of the school, you'd see him.
Oh, because he was there before I.
he was one of those kids that was always picked up early.
Yeah, yeah, that was us. Yeah, got things to do. Can't
And
be
so
hanging around.
I always just thought like he had his life together.
Yeah,
I don't know,
Clayton's
just-
my older brother for the viewers.
He just gave off this cool persona.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right, so Mike, you've just graduated this year. Walk us through that. How'd that feel?
Oh,
Done schooling forever.
done
You're never
school.
going back.
I know. It's such a surreal, weird feeling to be done school. I mean, just I don't know how to describe it. Like you guys would have went through it. Like it's like you can't appreciate that it's happening because you
it's
don't know how to appreciate it because it's just kind of happening. But I mean, it's awesome. Like it's that long anticipated moment that you've been, waiting for since you entered school, since you went to prep. So yeah, it's really
Yeah.
cool. It's
Do you,
awesome.
do you feel a bit lost, or do you know what you're doing yourself?
No,
this
honestly,
year?
I feel a little bit lost. I am a bit of a lost sheep right now.
Yeah.
Fair
I
enough.
need
You're
my
like
shepherd
Travis.
Yeah, you like
I'm
myself
like-
when I'm 20.
No, a little bit, but not too much. I know, like, if I need to do something, I'm fine. Like, I know I have something to do. I got ways, to make an income and make money and stuff. But career-wise, always felt like I haven't really known what to do.
Fair enough.
On
That's
that
fair
note,
enough.
have you got any advice for Mike, just finishing school? What he should be doing with himself?
Have fun. Don't try and get it all figured out super quickly. Like I'm 20, and obviously right now in my head I'm like, freak Travis, you're an old man. You got to sort your crap out. Like you can't keep fooling around forever. But
20s
honestly,
are for living.
20,
20s
yeah,
are for
exactly.
living.
Exactly. Get
30s
amongst
are
it,
when you should
have
sort
the
your life
best
out.
time of your life, but also try and make money because, work hard but have fun. It's gonna.
Yeah.
Should he get a full-time job in one place, or should he get part-time work? Or should he have 2 jobs? What should he be doing?
I say just keep working, but only keep working at places that you actually enjoy working at.
Yeah, true.
So if
So
you're not,
there's like some
if
kind
you-
of push motivation.
exactly, because it's not work if you enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? And obviously that's very hard to find.
I mean, you should
'Cause,
get paid for
Dave,
it.
your job, for example, what do you do?
I'm a car
It's
salesman.
a car salesman,
He's-
which
Yeah.
means
Oof.
your job
Quality.
sounds quite cruisy.
It is very
You
cruisy.
get paid quite nicely for the
Comfortably.
workload you actually do.
Yep.
So you've come close to what I would call actually finding
Career
like
path.
a career that you don't hate.
Yeah.
and so it's not that bad to wake up every day and go to work.
Yeah, good
No,
career to
it's
get
good,
into.
yeah.
Seems like it's quality and you enjoy it.
Yeah, it's a
and
tough gig, but no, it's
good money as well. Yeah.
Yeah, like pretty good. Yeah, considering you don't need a degree or to go to uni.
Yeah,
You're on
true.
one of the
And you're
That's
20 years
higher-
old, so
That's
20
true.
years. Yeah, you're in the higher
Yeah.
incomes of
And you can
other people
only
your
go
age.
up from there, right? Would you say? Like in that industry, like you can
yeah,
only
like
go up
yeah,
and
if
get
you become
more.
a manager of an area department,
Yeah, that's true.
and like any first, second, probably even third year apprentice is still on less hourly
yeah.
income.
So
Yeah,
I think I
facts.
worked out I'm on more money than a third year apprentice.
Like obviously there's still training. Like you've
Yeah,
obviously
of
still got
course.
to get trained, but it's
Yep.
not like an apprenticeship where you're doing like 3 or 4 years of training to finally get that, that good pay. Like you just
Yeah,
do a
no.
little bit of training and
yeah.
a little bit of guidance, but you're still on pretty good income.
Yeah, I had to do a Cert 3 in automotive sales, which is pretty straightforward.
Wait, you've already done it.
Yep, done it. It's completed.
How long have you been working?
5 months.
True.
Yep.
And you just do that through them.
And then I had to get a sales license, which you got to apply for. It costs $600 for 3 years.
You got to pay for that.
Yeah, you got to pay for that.
eh?
Tax
Wow,
write-off.
Far out.
Yeah, tax.
I think so. That's what I've been told.
Hopefully. You
Hopefully.
hope.
Yeah, you really want to hope so. Yeah, right.
Or it's like $400, or maybe it was like $300 for 1 year. Either way, it's cheaper to do it for 3 years. But yeah,
right.
so you have to have a sales license. I've got that.
So would you say, like you found yourself after school? You've been out, 2 years now? You'd say like...
Do you miss school, Dave? Let's start there.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Not anymore. You
Alright,
did
explain.
miss school.
What do you mean? How do you...
I did. When I was like doing part-time work, I missed it because you felt incomplete,
True.
lacked purpose. Whereas school, you kind of knew that next term's
I
cross-country.
reckon you didn't feel like
next
you
term's
belonged when you were doing
athletics.
part-time work, eh? Would you
Nah.
say it's like that? Like you're kind of like, I'm here and there, but when you're doing full-time, you're like, this is what I'm doing full-time. I'm meant to be here. This is the next part.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. And you know what you're doing tomorrow. You know what you're
That's
doing
right.
Saturday. You know what you're doing.
It's the same thing. Like, yeah, it's kind of
there's a-
jumping
there's a
back into
routine,
school in a
there's a
way.
routine,
Like, you
but,
get jumped
yeah.
back in that. Yeah, that's right. How about you? Like, you agree? Like, asked you, like, do you miss school?
There's not been a single moment where I've looked back and like,
Since
"Frick,
the
I missed
day you
that place."
graduated, you haven't missed
The
school.
first time, the only thing I regret is because me and Dave, we graduated when COVID was happening, so we didn't get any of our sports days. We didn't get a camp. We didn't get anything.
Yeah,
It was like
it's brutal.
formal barely happened. Like it was just a very
Yeah.
crappy year to graduate, and we left on such a low note. But other than that, I really don't miss it. Like social life was good, but obviously, like if you go to uni, which I did
Yeah.
this year in Newcastle, made some great memories, great friends. You
Yeah.
live with all your mates. Like it's honestly a blast.
What's
But-
definitely, like, a definite one aspect of school that you definitely 100% miss? There's got to be at least one.
Probably sports.
Sports.
But as long as you play, like, I'm playing sports outside of, like, work now, so
I
it
think
doesn't really...
I think socializing with people your age.
And seeing them every day.
Yeah.
Seeing your age people every
Yeah.
day. That's probably...
'Cause-
yeah.
Because I see like I work with tons of cool people, but
Tons.
Yeah, like the dealership. Throughout the dealership, you might
Yeah.
There's
that's
tons
true.
of different interactions, right?
Yeah.
But none of them, like, I'm 19, but I'm talking to 40-year-olds.
Yeah,
And we can
true,
get on all we
true.
want, but we're on two different, like, stages of life, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
two different
That's true.
levels.
You'd help me mature up, eh? Like, you're hanging around people who are, like, 40 all the time.
It does, but then when you
Sure.
finally get around someone like Travis, you're a complete dude. Like, you're letting it out, like, you're releasing, you know?
But that's good. I think
Yeah.
surrounding yourself with multiple age groups is good because you learn lots and you can also teach lots.
Very adaptable
If
as
they're
well.
younger
Like,
than
you
you.
become so adaptable when you're hanging around
Yeah,
different age
exactly. And I
people.
think that's what it's about.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll move on. We're going to talk some footy today because we all
We
kind
love
of...
footy.
We all play
Footy's
footy.
good,
I'm more of a
yeah.
touch player. They play league.
Yeah. But still, Travis is a footy player.
I
just
can.
as
I
much,
can.
Really.
It just...
He tries.
It hurts more.
No, but as, like, a fan, I say we're all pretty
Oh,
equal.
like, I
we're all
follow
pretty
footy,
equal
yeah, yeah.
fans. Like,
League all the way.
So,
yeah.
Dave, where do you play? What position do you play? How long have you been playing?
I play mostly winger or centre.
Yeah.
Did play a bit of fullback last year
In the glory days?
in the glory days, back in my prime. No, in my rookie season, I played fullback.
Yeah.
Yep. Mostly winger, and then when the injuries come, they're like, oh, you know what? Have a run at centre.
Yeah. You know what? We don't actually watch out. Yeah, fair enough.
So-
What's your favourite position to play?
I do like fullback,
Yeah.
but I prefer centre.
Fair enough.
I think just because of the skill level where I'm at the moment. Like, center's
Yeah.
a bit of best of both worlds.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
true.
yeah.
You can still have fun in the centres as well.
There's
even if
no
you're...
direct pressure on you.
Yeah, that's right. And all you're doing is always putting, I mean, wingers included, you're always just putting the cherry on top. You're just finishing the play that's been made, like, from the other side of the field or from the centre.
Yep.
You know, generally, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, you're just finishing it.
Yep.
So,
Mike, what about
Sounds-
you? How long you been
Me.
playing? Oh, Dave, how long you been playing?
2 years.
2 years.
Going on
2
to a
years.
third.
Interesting.
so professionally, 2 years.
Yeah, professionally. Hear that, fellas? He's made it. Professional.
Professionally, 2 years. Yeah, been playing in halves, halfback, 5'8", really just operating
Yep.
there. So it's been really good. But considering when I say professional, obviously not like profess.
Yeah.
Obviously that's the hopes and the dreams one
Yeah.
day.
You don't have to mention the name of your organisation if you don't want to, but do you like playing for the club you're playing for currently?
Oh.
I won't mention it.
Yeah, I don't want to say anything. I don't want to get in trouble.
Because
Yeah.
there's
Don't
a,
get in trouble.
Yeah, don't want
That's-
coach
don't
to-
want
there's
bad
a lot
publicity.
of potential, like with the club. I think they're just going through a rough period.
Just poorly run.
It's poorly run.
100%.
Just-
I'd say poorly run.
It's
And
from like
the
players through to
advertising
coaching
of
staff,
of the club
Yeah.
the organisation.
isn't good. Like,
Yeah.
there's nothing there that's like you want to play for us. Like, there's
Yeah.
so many other clubs around where it's like, come play for us. And
Yeah.
obviously you got like the players factor where it's like a group of players makes you want to be around them. Like, you got a group of mates like, oh, you come play at this club. They're all there. Like,
Yeah.
the club we're at just
Would you say
struggles.
is funding part of it, or like do you reckon they have the funds to like really make it a good thing, or?
I reckon they got the funds. No, they had the fun. It's the culture. It's literally the culture of the club. It's what the people, like what the leaders of the club choose to do.
Well, you came to the training session the other
Yeah, I
day.
did.
Yeah, Travis
You
has
see-
been around.
you see-
He knows what we're talking
He knows
about.
what it's about.
Trav hasn't played like in the club, but he's been around the club to know a
Yeah.
little bit of the culture.
But you saw the poor organisation.
Yeah, I
And
did.
the lack
yeah.
of effort.
There's the lack of leadership. No one really.
That's right.
Like
yeah.
any given week, it's
and
like
if there is
a
a
new
leader,
guy's running
if
the
there
show.
is a leader, they're not
But-
really a leader.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
they're
yeah.
just
It's
like
just
some
the guy who
yeah.
decided to step up for that
That's-
training
yeah.
session or that game. Like,
Yeah.
there's no specific
Yeah.
leader, I guess,
Yeah.
which makes it hard to.
Build
that's
off.
like such
you,
an
yeah.
Good,
that's
you-
such an important part to the
you
club.
don't just have a premiership team. You got to build.
You got to
know,
build it.
but it's-
Yeah.
I know it's all over the place, and
Yeah,
it
and
doesn't-
that starts with like the top like executives of the club, if you will.
Yeah.
The culture they put into the club, and then that like trickles down to like your managers, and then that goes to your coaches.
Yeah.
So like it all depends on your coaches, and then that goes to your players. So
Yeah.
it's all just one big chain, really. So it all starts at the top, and then it just makes its way down.
Yeah. Right.
But
So,
you know,
is the goal to like go all the way? Do you think that's a realistic goal, or like,
I think it's one
or is it just a
step
dream
a
at this
time.
point?
yeah.
No, I
it's-
think it's one
I
step
think
at a
I
time.
honestly would say it is realistic because you see people do it all the time. You see, like, there's just kids being signed all the time. Oh, this kid from such and such just got
Yeah,
signed.
and South's just signed a new kid.
South just signed some new kid. I know the Titans.
let's
I
get
think
his name.
the Titans are just signing some new youngster who came from New Zealand. He moved to Gold Coast.
And there are like famous people who come through Toowoomba,
Yeah.
like Jonathan Thurston.
That's right.
like,
Ash Taylor,
John
plenty of them.
Thurston, Ash
many
Taylor.
like good names have come through.
Yeah, Toowoomba produces
Toowoomba.
some of the best footballers.
yeah. For sure.
So there's nothing
100%.
else to do here, but
Yeah, that's
Anyway.
right. So they just work hard on the one thing
Yeah.
until they come great. But yeah, no, really, I think it is realistic. Like, I do believe, if you want to get to NRL or whatever, you can get there. I guess it's hard when it comes to like favorites, nepotism. I mean, all that kind of stuff. That makes it hard.
it's all about who you know these days.
That's exactly who
Shaquille
you know.
Saunders. I believe that's how it's pronounced.
That's-
That's,
yeah.
the kid South's just signed. Watch this, bro.
Look, just insert a photo on the screen.
So, for all those listening on the podcast, we're just Travis quickly watching this video, and myself, this kid that South Sydney just signed, who's what, 16, 17?
I think, I don't know.
Yeah, he's
young,
not
very
very
young.
old. He's very
That's-
young.
Did you see him
And-
go off the right foot, then off the left foot?
I
the
did.
second
He
time?
did
That's
a
the
really
very
good thing.
that kid's the very reason why I just don't know if we've like maybe Mike because he's young, but we're 20 and kids like 18 years old are already getting signed. By the
Yeah.
time we get
But
good enough,
I think
In
it's crazy
saying that,
because
in saying
when I
that,
say we, I mean
Cody
you.
Walker didn't debut until he was 28.
yeah, there's
Yeah,
of it.
true.
Wow.
and I feel like now it's more common for youngsters to get signed. Like when Kalen Ponga, for example, was signed, that was like you never heard of those. Well, he was like a superstar for his like age and his talent at the time.
Yeah.
But like I remember like him and just a couple other people. Like, would you believe Dylan Bags, Dylan Brown?
Yeah.
He's only 22.
Yeah, it's nuts.
It's crazy, and he's been playing there for like how long? Like a
Couple
while
years,
now.
yeah.
So like he would have been like pretty young when he signed. So
Yeah, definitely.
I think it's becoming more common these days to have.
And it's
Younger
probably
people
off the back of people like Kalen Ponga.
Yeah.
Even like think of Benny Barber. I can't remember how he was pretty young, but like kids like
He was
that
awesome.
shined. That they kind of set the tone for, hey, if you invest in these kids while they're young and good,
That's right.
they're gonna make the money.
And that's
Yeah,
probably
that's
something I reckon the club leaders of those NRL clubs have probably noticed. They've probably been like, we need to get the kids when they're young. And it's probably usually like their build and everything as like the turn off as to why they don't want them when they're young. Like, oh, well, obviously they can't play in the NRL if they're young. They've got to be like 18, 19, whatever. But then they're looking at it like, nah, get them while they're young. And then we'll just build them up, put them in the development programs, get them going. And then by the time they actually make it, like get to the NRL, and we put them in the NRL, they're ready.
Yeah.
They've been trained under the best, looked after the best. And then you just got like a superstar team.
Yeah,
So,
right.
yeah, I would say, realistic. Back to the original point. Realistic goal, but no, it's more like it's a doable goal, and it's a good goal to have. In saying that you'll get there because...
It's one step at a time, buddy.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. It does take it's a couple steps and stuff, but it's also really just working on yourself.
Yeah.
Got to be a good
100%.
player.
So talking about the NRL boys, who's your team? Who's your team that you support?
Oh.
Start at Dave. You're on the end.
No, you start.
All right. You know what?
No, best to last.
Yeah. Let's say the best till last.
I'm a
Let's
South
keep the fans
Sydney.
waiting.
I'm South Sydney fan.
Yep.
So yeah,
Up the bunnies.
Up the bunnies. I was lucky enough to see him win a premiership when I was in grade 6. That is
Must
actually
be nice. That's actually.
that's
it
probably
must
one
be
of
a
my
good
favorite
feeling.
memories of this life.
Of this life.
that was just so hype. So yeah, I'm South.
Interesting,
Nice. I'm a St George Illawarra fan, Dragons fan.
What was
Yes.
that? What?
Not the most. Look, I'll support them and I'll be behind them all day. But yeah, it's obviously they're not the greatest team, but they're my team.
Actually,
Probably what
why do you pick the teams you go for? Because obviously
Oh yeah,
You've lived here
it
your whole life.
Goes back like ages, man. For me, like, I think it was just because of my friends when I was younger.
No, because everyone went for Cowboys growing up. Everyone went
Like
for Cowboys.
when we were in primary school,
Well, yeah,
like when we were real younger.
They went for Cowboys, and then my dad called me out and said I was a bandwagoner, and I was just jumping on. I was only going for them because they were.
Yep.
So then I went, and at the time, Souths were in 12th, and I thought, you know what? That means they don't completely suck, but they're not very good, so they're an underdog team. But like, lucky enough, Souths have always kind of had like a rich history, and so
Yeah,
I had
it's
a bit
true.
of good luck.
Interesting.
I've had a rich history.
That was
Must be
like when I
nice
was
to go
grade
for
4.
them.
Yeah,
I feel
right.
like with me, it was definitely there's just like friends growing up. Obviously, like when you're younger, you don't know all the teams, don't know
Yeah.
everything. It was just like friends are like, oh, I'm going for this team, and obviously like their main color is red, the Dragons, and
Yeah, yeah.
growing up like your favorite color. I was like, oh, that's my favorite team, and then you say you go for them, then your parents might buy you like some merch by them, and then you really fall in love with the team. Like this is the team I want to go for.
Yeah.
It was just simple like that, and then I actually have a story about that. I haven't really changed teams except like once, and I just reverted back to the original
Yeah, yeah.
team. What about you, Trav?
Yeah. What about you?
Who do you
Who
go
do you
for,
go
mate?
All right, let's buckle up for this one.
Storm?
No, I'm a
Storm?
Knights fan.
He's a
What?
Newcastle
Say that
fan.
again.
Newcastle Knights. That's my team, and let me explain why.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
So I've
Give
lived
us
in
an
Toowoomba my
explanation.
whole life. Obviously, Toowoomba doesn't have a team, and the only other place I've lived this year, I lived at Newcastle for a whole year. I watched some games, and I was like, well, Toowoomba doesn't have a
Kalen
team.
Ponga.
Newcastle does have a team. My favourite
Jalen
player is
Ponga.
there.
Kalen Ponga.
Kalen Ponga
Jalen
is my
Ponga.
favourite player.
How long is Kalen Ponga?
Kalen
Jalen Ponga.
freaking Ponga is the
Jalen Ponga.
man.
How long has he been your favourite player for?
Since he came
How many
into
stories
the
have you tagged him in?
Since none.
No, just be honest.
No.
Honesty is
I've
good.
been
No.
none. When?
No. What about
That's
that time you
embarrassing.
ripped you? No. It is.
It really is. That's why we don't do it anymore. No jokes. I don't actually know what situation you're talking
Remember
about.
you cut your shirt?
I didn't cut my shirt. The paramedic cut my shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, you sent him a
I
photo
The
of that?
No,
2.57 collective shirt.
Yeah. No, my mate told him. I didn't tell him. I have the story on my phone. I'll bring it up.
Yeah, bring it up. Did
Bring
you
up the
Yeah,
tag
it
it?
would
evidence.
take a while.
So,
No, I didn't take
So
it.
when did you start going for Nui?
Well, in school. Played
Really?
Grade.
That far back?
Yeah.
2019.
Mainly because
No,
I
2020 for sure, 100%.
no, I was in like grade 11 and
Yeah.
Newcastle was still
No,
my
all
team.
right, guys. Just to give you a
Were
bit
they
of
good or
backstory.
something?
No, they've never.
No,
been
backstory. Travis was a Seagulls fan. Manly.
Oh,
and thin.
That was his OG team. So he'll always be a Seagulls fan in my eyes.
Then Turbo Tommy
he was
came
like a
along and I
heart.
wanted to kill myself.
Why?
Controversial topic.
Don't say that.
How?
No.
Why?
Why?
Just bleep that out.
2021 Dally M medalist. How could you hate him?
Look.
What's wrong with
unpopular opinion? I hate Turbo Tommy, but
Why? You have to explain that.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
just
Elaborate.
I think-
Why is that?
I think he gets overhyped a lot.
He ran through
You're
like all
hating
the
on his
Cowboys.
success.
Was it all the
He ran through
Cowboys?
everyone.
team?
Hang on. Did you say he gets overhyped?
He's overrated.
He gets
Overrated.
Overrated.
What about Kalen Ponga?
Kalen Ponga is the definition of not. Guess who couldn't run through Kalen Ponga? Turbo Tommy. Game 3. Who won? Wait, bleep. We're gonna bleep that.
Get the bleep ready.
But he just Kalen Ponga shows up when he needs to show up. He does stuff with injuries. That's one thing with KP that
you
frustrates me.
can't
He's
always use
injured.
injuries though. Like,
But that's not really his. Like, it's not. You can't really do
yeah,
anything
but I
about
mean,
that. Except just no, you can't. Turbo Tommy also has struggled with some injuries this season.
a lot.
A lot of injuries.
Yeah, and he's been in the league way longer.
Yeah,
than
no.
Kalen
He had
Ponga.
a rough.
He had a
rough
rough
He's been in the
peak.
league way longer than Kalen Ponga, right? Yeah,
like,
had to have been before. I'll find out.
Yeah. Also, talking about the Seagulls,
Did you see Kalen Ponga's debut game?
I saw. No.
Just be
Well,
honest.
then you're not a fan.
Like, in
I'm
person?
sorry.
Oh, no. Like on TV.
Oh, no.
did he debut
No, I didn't know
for?
who
Who
he
did he
was
debut? Do you know who
until-
debuted
I watched his
for?
debut game.
Do you know who he debuted for? Wow.
I
he
want to
ain't a
say
fan.
Cowboys.
Yeah,
But,
Cowboys.
yeah.
Do you know
I was
what year?
like, is
What
this a
year?
trick
Do you know what
question?
year it was?
I have no idea what year
It was
would be.
2016. I'm pretty sure it was 2016, and he was there 2017 and 2018. He moved to New England.
Cowboys KP was OG.
He was
Love that
awesome.
guy.
No, he was. Like, it was cool because he was such a youngster.
He was so young.
And he was so like.
He came
who
out
is
so
this- yeah,
fearless,
Who is
so
Who
fearless.
is this kid? Like, who is he?
I love that about him. Coming into Origin, he's fearless. He gets the job done. So just great guy.
He is.
But
he's a good player as well. Like he's amazing. Like I'll never knock him for his playing ability. You know, he's carried Origin like heaps of times. Like last was it game 3?
yeah, he got
Game
man-
3 is
man
on
of the match.
fire. Got man of the match and everything.
That try
Oh,
saver, set up, try scored himself.
game 3.
Yeah,
Game 3.
2016. He debuted.
Yeah, and then game 3, 2021, he carried as well, and they
Exactly.
got that win. So he's a very good player, and not
Very
knocking him
talented.
for
Very
it.
talented. Boys,
Shout out to KP.
talking about seeing him play in person, it's unreal.
Yeah.
Unreal experience. He scored.
Yeah.
People love him. The Newcastle crowd environment loves it. It's so good to be part of.
Explain how. Like what do you mean?
Like
The
just
atmosphere.
the atmosphere the second he touches the ball is just it's unreal. Like the fans they get around Kalen Ponga, you love to see
Yeah,
it.
Turbo Tommy's been
But-
in the league since 2015, apparently, according to Wikipedia.
Insane. Talking about the Seagulls before, that whole situation with the
coach.
Pride jersey.
the pride
Pride
jerseys.
jerseys.
And the coach, though, and
And
the
the
coach.
coach.
Because now
Boys.
they got a new coach.
If you're what's your opinion on that pride jersey situation?
I think it all depends on your beliefs, really. Just what you value.
Like it's there's nothing wrong with the jersey idea. I don't think.
Yep.
I think there's no need to get politics into the
That's
game.
yeah, I agree.
But that's
100%.
advertisement, so I
100%.
understand that.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that, but there is absolutely nothing wrong with not wanting to put on the jersey for
Yeah.
religious
That's right.
beliefs.
That's
Exactly
exactly
right.
right. And second of all, I don't like how they pretend like if they say because I think 7 of them didn't play.
Yep.
7 of them don't play. Big whoop.
Yep.
Get over it. They literally have a ton of guys training up every single day. They got their junior development squads. They got people. They got their under 21s, whatever it is.
Yeah.
They got all
But-
that kind of
yeah,
stuff.
they got
But
people
was
They
it
got plenty of
needed?
people.
Was the jersey needed?
I think keep footy. Like you don't
Yeah,
need,
that's exactly right.
Like and that's such
100%.
a
Like politics, keep the politics.
and like the NRL knows that's such a controversial topic in today's world.
That's
Like,
exactly right.
And why bring that into the game
and in the footy,
challenge?
how does that have to do?
Well,
anything
well
to
if
the
you
footy?
bring it
I
into
don't
the
understand.
game, you got to accept you fellas don't want to represent. Okay, and if that offends you as the selecting staff, well then it affects your whole team, doesn't it?
Yeah,
and
that's
and
right.
if you want to drop players, cut players, get new coaches in and stuff like that, you can do that. But you make your own bed, you lay in.
Yeah, that's right.
I just don't think it should have been forced. Like I know for
I don't think
uni-
it should have been such a big deal either.
for uni games this year, they had a Pride Day, and every single uni got given like Pride Day, like there was different things, but most of the unis got socks. So it's like everyone was wearing colour socks,
Yeah.
and it's like you didn't have to wear them, but you could wear them if you wanted to. I reckon that's how it should have been like run.
Yeah.
Like if you want to like even
True,
sports
true,
tape, that
true,
rainbow
actually.
sports tape,
Our-
like you can tape up with this
Yeah.
stage if you want. You can wear these socks
Yeah,
if you want
that's
to,
right.
but you don't have to. Our uni personally didn't you know,
Yeah.
put the socks on or
Yeah.
get amongst it. But like everyone else did, and that was fine. Like we didn't care. And,
Yeah, of course.
And it
That's
shouldn't be
free
taken like
Exactly.
offensively, considering it's just free will. Like
I
when
think-
no one was saying anything derogatory against anyone or anything like that. But you should just be able to. If you don't want to do it, you don't want to do it. Simple as that.
Yeah, 100%. Who do you think's moving on from that topic? That was just something I was curious about.
Yeah,
Who do we think's taking the championship again this year?
I mean,
I
it's
think
so-
you could put your money back on Penrith.
Yeah, you can put your money back there, but I mean, they got Appy Coruscant's left, Kickoff's gone.
Oh, that's true.
So
Actually,
they've kind of lost. Like, I mean, when you lose your spine and then Kickoff, he's like just a
who's the
beast.
other one scoring? You said.
Kickoff and Coruscant.
Yeah, true.
Appy
That is.
Coruscant.
I'd like to see how they go.
Yeah.
Depending on who their new hooker is and
Yeah,
stuff.
because he's in the spine and all, but then Kickoff's just that powerful.
He carries,
He's
bud.
just that
He
powerful.
carries.
Like,
Yeah.
he really does. I reckon he scored like a good percentage of their tries just on his. He's like David Fafita, like just those single runs, he just breaks through.
Yeah.
So honestly, I don't
And he
even
like
know.
just playing off Luai, like they're
Yeah,
the
100%.
connection
Yeah.
they do.
I don't even know though. Like,
I reckon
I
reckon Cowboys have a good shot.
actually, that's
watching
actually
them,
true.
watching them that
That's a good
season,
one.
True.
That's a good
That's
one.
true.
Cowboys absolutely put on a show last season.
100%.
I reckon they have potential to upset if they go all the way.
I think South.
100%.
I think South's
South Sydney,
gonna.
I feel like always have an opportunity
For the past-
all the
Yeah,
time.
Storm, Penrith,
Yeah.
South.
I don't
they're
think
all
you'll see
just-
Storm.
South
No,
will
I
get
don't
to
think you'll see
preliminary
Storm.
finals.
I don't think
They
you'll see
always
Storm
do.
Yeah,
in
I'd
the.
agree with that.
I mean, maybe like round 1 or 2, but of the finals. But then just like this year, that won't be going, especially because they've lost like so many players. I think you'll see a really big improvement in the Tigers. To tell you honest truth, like they got obviously picked up Coruscant, they picked up a couple other guys, but I really think, and I also think the Bulldogs might make it because like they were meant to this year, like in 2022, they were meant to be that big team because they got like Adokar,
Yeah.
they got.
I feel like he didn't
Burton.
perform near as well for the Bulldogs.
I just think as a team, it was like just because they got these 2 superstar players, it was like you need a team, not just two guys. But I still think they were both awesome. But now they're getting like Kickouts. He's going there, and then you got Appy Coruscant. Then you got like a Reed Marnie.
Yeah.
Oh no, not Appy
I just
Coruscant.
think
Appy Coruscant going
Bulldogs
Tigers.
actually might do it, right?
Bulldogs have
might
that
do
same
that.
thing, in my opinion, that Knights do. Like Knights have KP, Croker,
Yeah.
Frizzell, both Saifidi brothers,
Yeah.
Bradman Best, Dane Gagai, Dominic Young. They have all these like so much talent on one team,
Heimel Hunt.
and yet
Yeah.
Heimel Hunt-
Just can't harness it.
and they just I don't understand. I don't know
No,
what. I
actually,
honestly
on
don't
that
know what it
note,
is.
maybe it is a coaching problem.
I think it's a
Yeah.
coaching problem personally,
It's got to
Um,
be.
because I don't
I think.
know.
Oh, I also think no. I.
Well, that's
I
the same with
reckon-
Bulldogs.
No, I
They
reckon,
just need
I
a
reckon
decent
with the
coach.
Knights- Yeah, that's
Put
right.
Wayne
but-
Bennett there and watch him
Yeah.
go and win it.
But it's
Well-
like we have like 4 Origin players. The rest,
Yeah.
like, we have
Well, I
so
reckon
many
with the Knights, I
capable-
think it's all just in the halves.
yeah.
Notice when Mitchell
Yeah,
Pearce
yeah,
left, they just like they weren't doing as well, and they obviously weren't doing completely great even with him there, but they were doing a lot better.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's definitely. I think it's all about your halves, like because then they had halves this year because they had like that new guy come in. Who was the new half that came in?
The
He
guy
came
from-
from Dragons.
So he came-
Remember
that-
the beard? I forgot what his name was. Him, and then they had the other number 6, Jake Clifford.
Jake
was
Clifford,
in
he
and
actually
out.
showed out.
He was in and out, like.
For you guys, he actually played it right. When
And then they
played.
introduced Anthony Milford halfway through. So like you can't be
Yeah.
doing that, not in your halves.
Nah,
you can't be
that's
doing that,
right.
not in your halves.
Actually, yeah, on that note, I think it could be a coaching
I
issue.
reckon coaching.
Because that's a good point. They do have a lot of great players.
A lot
So
of-
Dane Gagai, very experienced player.
Very good player.
yeah, 100%.
Someone who did play really well for them is Dominic Young. He
He's a star.
talent.
He's so good. He
He's an
crushed it in
absolute
the World
talent.
Cup.
He's
He was
cooked.
great in the World Cup.
Great guy. Love that guy.
Yeah, but yeah, and also they got KP obviously. Oh, have you heard the rumors he might be going 5'8"?
Yeah,
I
5'8".
don't like it.
Well, you don't like it?
I don't like it at all. I think he should
I
settle
heard,
that.
there was a thing when Andrew Johns was saying. I think it was Andrew Johns saying like he's going to be one of the best like attacking. 5'8"
Yeah, I
in
think
the
his
league or something.
tackling
I was
game's going to be a problem.
yeah.
And like when he already has risk of injuries and his concussions
Yeah, that's
and
true.
sort of like
Let's just hope he doesn't get as many concussions
yeah,
as
bro,
he
I say keep him out of there. Like fullback, he can. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I look.
All right, but they
Best of luck
got
to
to
the
try
Knights,
something
really.
new.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mix it up.
If it
I
doesn't
reckon-
work,
right.
you know
Yeah,
he
then
can
just
play.
put him
You
back
know he
fullback.
can play.
Texie
fullback.
Hoy's gone. Texie.
Oh,
Sexy
Tex-
Texie's
Sexy
gone.
Texie, I'm gonna miss that guy.
Yeah, he's gone.
But yeah, no, you hate to see it.
What about the Dolphins?
Dolphins? Man,
Boys,
I reckon
Dolphins coming into the league. What do you reckon?
Do you follow Dolphins?
I do follow.
Do you follow
Dolphins.
Dolphins?
I follow.
I
I
follow
think their
them.
organisation looks
I
very
reckon
Yeah,
professional.
they're doing really well. Every
Very
day,
well.
every day I hop on the
Their
feed. Their
content-
content is amazing.
Very
It
good.
just shows how hard they're working, and to see good old Wayne Bennett there, just standing there, like
Yeah,
training
I
them
feel
up,
like
coaching
any
them.
team with, like, they look very professional, and if they have, like, sure, they have talent. I wouldn't say they have incredible talent, but if you have Wayne
I
Bennett
guess we'll
as
wait
your
and
coach,
see, really.
with Wayne as your coach,
Yep.
like, I reckon you can
Well, yeah.
still be a contender.
Yeah,
As-
I reckon they'll-
coaching's
100%,
huge, and they have Wayne Bennett.
And all you got to do is look
I
at his
reckon
history.
they-
Arguably one of the best to do it.
Yeah.
They either make top 8 or just outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I reckon they'll shock a lot of teams, to be honest. I really do.
Yeah.
With Wayne Bennett there, and they picked up a
I
good.
reckon they'll flog Dragons.
Oh, come on, come on.
They'll flog the Knights too, so let's not laugh too long. But no, I support them.
Nah, bets in. They at least get like how many wins can you get in a season? Like double the amount of teams in there, not including finals.
Well, they play 26 rounds, but you have a couple of buys.
Yeah, look, they're gonna get a couple of wins, I reckon, against those more easier teams. But then again, anything can happen, you know. Like
Yeah, the only thing they might just not have that chemistry yet because
yeah,
That's it,
that's
that's
100%. And they gotta get that.
That's it.
And that takes
feel
time
for
to
the
figure
game.
out. But
Gotta
like
get the feel for the game.
they don't have to win this year. Like they come out, get on their feet this season. Like
Yeah.
things take time, but I reckon with Wayne as your coach, like chemistry will come pretty naturally. I reckon.
Yeah.
And they've been training together. You've seen the Instagram. Like they're all
Oh,
Yeah, it's some good
Jermaine
content.
Osaka there
Yeah.
is doing great.
He's
I
a hot
want to
man,
see
yeah.
him.
Thomas Flegler from Cowboys.
It's good. Good
Yeah.
players there. Good.
They got good
organization.
potential because then all the new players, they get to get a feel for these players who have played at bigger clubs. Like you have the those boys who came from the Storm,
Yeah.
and it's like the boys who came from the Storm that give so much good experience to those boys.
Yeah.
So yeah, honestly, bets and Dolphins will do quite alright for the first
Not
time.
going
in
to
the league.
bandwagon over and make them your team. They're
Nah.
just down the road from us, boys.
I know that's
Redcliffe.
no,
Redcliffe's
I know.
right there.
I know.
Redcliffe's like North
It's
Brisbane,
tempting, but I'd hate to just
Brisbane still.
but it's like
No, Redcliffe's not.
Redcliffe,
it's just near
it's like-
Sunshine Coast.
It's like a bit up, just a little bit up.
Yeah, but it's near Sunshine Coast.
Only a
that's
little
not
bit.
just.
Yeah,
Well,
might
the story,
have-
they're quite close to us in comparison to,
Oh, we'll definitely go
to
watch it.
South
Yeah,
Sydney.
100%.
You
Go,
muppet.
go watch Dolphins. Go watch the Derby.
North Brisbane.
The Derby. What do I watch? The
South-
Derby?
They're not just down the road.
Yeah, well,
No. They're closer than like bloody Newcastle
Sydney.
or whatever.
Let's
Yeah, or
start
South
there.
Sydney or the
Newcastle.
Storm.
Like, you all
yeah,
go.
but I lived at Newcastle,
It's different.
so that is at my front door.
But that was coincidental.
it wasn't coincidental. I intentionally moved to
You didn't
Newcastle.
go, I'm going to follow Newcastle because I'm going to live in Newcastle.
Yeah, but it also helped when I did decide to move to
gosh.
Newcastle. I was like,
Doesn't
hey,
it-
my team's there. Let's go. Let's run up.
Well, yeah, we
I'm
were-
moving to St George now. I'm just backing up and going.
Fair
Nah,
enough.
but yeah, Betsy and Dolphins will do alright, and hopefully Dragons will too, and the Knights for that matter. Rabbitohs, I think obviously will. They're just a good
Yeah,
team.
of course.
I reckon if Knights can avoid injury, we have good
Yeah.
potential. We went to the
Wooden spoon.
no,
No,
last
it
season
wasn't.
was bad. Where'd we
The
go?
finals.
The finals for the first time in umpteen years.
That was last year.
Yeah, last year.
Yeah.
No, this season.
What was that?
Umpteen?
Up there, yeah.
Umpteen? You haven't heard that?
No, last year. Yeah, last year it was against the Eels, and he's lost against the Eels.
Yeah,
I
for
watched
that
it.
stupid.
That wasn't
drop
why
kick.
you
I'll do
lost.
anything at this
That-
level to
that-
get it done. Shut the hell up.
That,
You ever bring that onto the. Anyway, that's a
Yeah.
conversation for another podcast.
Look, Dragons are almost there as well. Every year, I'm hoping they
Next
get
joke.
there.
no,
Yeah.
like, on that note, did Ben Hunt have the best season of his
He
career?
definitely
or
did.
100%.
100%.
100%. Especially
How
in
about Origin 3?
I think
That was just.
that was a very
That was hype.
big thing in his career to just show the fans that he's not
Yeah.
washed up.
And I guess
But-
it was really the comeback of Ben Hunt, I reckon. Like,
And-
'cause
and
after,
then-
after 2015, life, it's just hit him hard.
They
you
win
know.
Origin. He wins Origin for Queensland.
Yeah.
You know?
That's a nuts
He comes
cash.
on, his 40-20s are unreal. He wins
Insane.
Origin for
Insane.
him. They win the Origin Cup. And then he goes and wins Australia.
Yeah.
Good,
That's right.
good.
And Prime Minister's ex, whatever the heck it's
And
called.
he came close against Dally M.
Yeah, he did.
Good
He
season
was
for
in the running
Benny.
for him, yeah.
Good
Good
on
on
him.
you, Benny Hunt. We're
Yeah,
proud of you.
respect that. Respect
Keep
that.
it up.
It's been a
keep-
minute since
yeah.
he's been out here and
And his-
played well.
Especially seeing as like his back must be in pain from carrying the Dragons. Honestly.
Yeah, look, I would
Honestly.
believe it. Dragons.
Honestly.
he needs
Chiropractor
some.
must be making back.
He needs some backup over on that team.
100%. But nah, all the best for the teams, all the best for all the players this year. Because we're all looking forward to the 2023 season.
I'm so keen, boys.
I'm keen.
So keen.
Gotta go watch. As I said before, local derby with the Dolphins, and I think it was Brizzy Broncos.
Yeah, we got to get down to it.
Gotta
now.
get there and
Yeah,
watch
100%.
it.
Yeah.
Gotta watch it.
Look, when the season starts, you'll probably hear a lot more of this footy talk. Keen to break it down
And
to
it'll
you
probably
guys.
be a lot more accurate. Like,
Oh yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
like,
Well, when we're watching it every
well,
week.
with predictions, you know.
Yeah, that's
I didn't
true.
even know my
That's
like,
true.
team lineup, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, not yet.
Yeah, well, anyway,
Mhm.
thanks for
Might
checking
wrap
out
it
the
up.
podcast. We'll probably wrap it up here.
Yeah.
Let us know if you like the footy talk, if you want us
Yeah.
to talk about any sports or all sports or just footy or
Let us
try.
know.
We'll
Maybe
just let us know.
give us a like. You know,
Yeah.
hit the subscribe button.
like, subscribe,
Give us a
comment.
comment. Yeah, if you want us to hear anything, speak about anything else.
Leave your opinion. Let us know if you don't care because we're probably still
Yeah,
gonna make
let
them
us know
anyway.
if we
but
should do a second podcast.
Yeah.
If this is just a waste of
this is a
time.
waste of
Just
time.
doing it.
But,
Oi, boys, just doing it for fun. Doing it because we.
Yeah, look, we're just
The mics cost $13. We're not.
we're gonna bleep that out. It's embarrassing. But seriously, bro, send us a mic.
We do
please.
it. Yeah,
Send us 3.
Road, please sponsor us.
Please.
Road mics, please sponsor us.
Honestly.
Whoever's out there, please sponsor us. We want to get a second episode
Anyone with a
out
beverage,
soon.
sponsor us. Seriously.
Show some love. We'll put out a second
Please,
potty.
please.
Oh, boys, we didn't go into why we called 310. That's next. Yeah, tune into the next podcast.
Yeah,
we'll
give us
break down
ask for a
why-
second.
Yeah.
We give you.
Why we're
Rate the
actually
name.
called 310.
310 podcast. Give us a rate. Let us know in the comments, and we'll go into in the second one. Yeah. So
All right,
Sounds
boys.
good.
all right, let's wrap it
Clocking
up.
out.
Good
Thanks
stuff.
for coming.
Thanks for the body. See you later.